I have nothing to prove to you.
Did you know that each year, Women's History Month has a theme as declared by the National Women's History Month Project? In 2023, that theme is celebrating women who tell our stories. So, what better time to highlight the incredible women who work in front of and behind the camera here at IGN? Some you may recognize, while others have been working behind the scenes to keep productions, stories, guides, and the community as a whole rolling for years.
Hi, I'm Jada Griffin, the community lead for IGN. I've been here for just under 2 years, and I spend most of my time bringing cool new things to the IGN community, as well as chatting with them during our live streams and in the comments sections of our articles.
I'm Amelia Amberwing. I am the streaming editor here at IGN. I have been here for about a year and a half, and I gotta say, most of my job is just spent juggling because there are so many incredible stories going at any given time.
I'm Red Valentine. I am a reporter at IGN. I have been there for about 2 years. I'm normally based in San Francisco, but right now I'm in the middle of a snowstorm.
My name is Casey DeFreitas, and I am the deputy editor of guides at IGN.com. I spend most of my time writing guides, reading guides, editing guides, and looking at analytics to figure out what guides to write next and how to make our current guides that are already in existence even better.
Don't worry.
She's got help.
My A-Force team would be made up of Gamora, Psylocke, Rogue, She-Hulk, Spider-Gwen, and then I'd have the team led by Storm, because she's Storm.
I gotta go with Peggy Carter, She-Hulk, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Miss Marvel, and Sylvie.
This isn't about you.
If I had to make an A-Force of video game characters, it would include Undyne from Undertale, Pikachu Libre from Pokken Tournament, Luca from Chrono Trigger, Ronnie from Elden Ring, and Hornet from Hollow Knight.
So of course I've got to have Sailor Moon and Bayonetta for their near godlike powers. I also need to have, someone to keep the team together. So I think Katara from The Last Airbender and Tsunade from Naruto would be great at that. Plus they both have really good healing capabilities. You never know what kind of situation you're gonna get in. And lastly, on my team, I would want Angelus from Drakengard because she's a big badass red dragon, and who doesn't want a big badass red dragon on your team?
Use me, that's sad.
Hi, my name is Alex Stedman, and I'm a senior news editor with IGN. I've been in this job in particular for about 2 months now, and I spend most of my time doing kind of what it sounds like, helping oversee IGN's day-to-day news while also chasing follow-ups, original reporting, interviews, all that kind of fun stuff with an emphasis on our film and television coverage.
Hi, I'm Kat Bailey. I'm the news director at IGN. I've been in the games industry for about 15 years now, and I'm also one of the hosts of Nintendo Voice Chat.
My name's Lindsay Salzer, and I'm the senior audience development manager here at IGN. And I've been at IGN almost 2 years now.
My name's Alyssa Mora. I'm an associate syndication editor here at IGN. I spend most of my day on YouTube. I spend almost all of my day on YouTube. And what I do mostly is handle YouTube publishing.
Oh God, stop. You're gonna do that thing where you open up a weird ass case of torture devices while inexplicably detailing your master plan and how I don't fit into it.
My favorite female protagonist in media is kind of a toss-up, so I'm going to give you two. My first is Sarah Connor. Terminator 2 is my favorite movie of all time, and I just love her so much. And my second is Harley Quinn. I've loved her ever since I was a kid, but I love her modern iterations as well. I named my dog after her, all that fun stuff.
Definitely Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Even I was bored, and I'm a science nerd.
Don't say that.
I'm not ashamed. It's the computer age. Nerds are in.
I didn't watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer until around 2016, but Willow immediately jumped out at me because I want to tell you a secret. I was a nerdy girl as well when I was growing up, and I instantly related to her.
Naniska, aka the Woman King, played by Viola Davis. And my favorite female protagonist in games has to be Ellie from The Last of Us.
I think I'm gonna have to give it to Female Hawk from Dragon Age 2. Especially, if you're playing her a little spicy, a little sarcastic. She has this really great ragtag, found family. She's kind of a mess, but she's gonna get it done. She's super smart and strong and brave and just so cool. I love her.
My name's Stella Chung, and I've been at IGN for about 3 years now. I am a video producer / host, and I kind of do everything here. I do a lot of video producing, hosting, and editing.
Hi, my name is Yael Pro, and I am the general manager of IGN. I've been with IGN for 15 years, and I spend the majority of my time running the company with an amazing team around the globe.
Hello, I'm Miranda Sanchez from IGN, the executive editor of Guides here. I've been doing this for about 8 years now in various roles on the Guides team, but now I lead the team, and that means a lot of project management, a lot of organizing, and honestly, a lot of emails.
Hi everybody, my name is Dontel Hood, and I'm Associate Director of Video Programming here at IGN. I've been with the company for 3 years. I oversee 2 teams, our YouTube team and our TV channel, and I spend most of my time executive producing content and stage managing special events like Comic-Con and Summer of Gaming, which are my favorite, and they're coming up soon.
My name is Ryan Franzen. I am a technical director for IGN. I've worked here for about 2.5 years, and I make sure everything in the LA studios is running and operational, and make sure that all of our cameras are connected so that we can get all of our shows out for everybody.
My favorite female protagonist in gaming is honestly probably Clementine from Telltale's The Walking Dead series. And from entertainment, it's probably Kat Stratford from 10 Things I Hate About You.
Hello, Katerina. Make anyone cry today?
Sadly, no. But it's only 4:30.
Which is oddly my favorite movie. It honestly came at a time in my life where I really needed to see someone being independent, but also being able to ask for help.
Ellie from The Last of Us TV show and game, because she's tough and never gives up.
It doesn't matter how much you push the envelope, it'll still be stationary. No pun intended. Volume 2 by Will Livingston.
And then my favorite TV character would have to be Olivia Pope, aka Kerry Washington from Scandal, because she's a badass.
Usagi from Sailor Moon, who is a big crybaby and just such a joy and a great leader despite her flaws. Or not even despite, but is also powered by them. Rin from Laid Back Camp, she just likes to be alone and wants to go camping. And I think there's something really powerful in saying that it's okay to just want to be by yourself and enjoy the quiet company of nature, and sometimes a friend too. I also love Satsuki from Kill la Kill. She is just a powerhouse of a character, and I don't even want to get into it because I will cry. There is Undyne from Undertale, who is also just an incredible character, really chaotic, also powerful, and again, just one of my all-time favorites of wild character, and I just love the personality she brings to Undertale. Kate Diaz from Gears of War, as someone who also has a Z on their last name, it was really important to me to see another brown woman leading a first-person shooter, and I really like how they've built Kate as a character for the Gears franchise, and I look forward to seeing more from her. And then from one of my new favorites, Genshin Impact, I love Kokomi and Shenhe. And then finally, another very old favorite for me is Tali from Mass Effect. She's just such a great engineer, and she's just one of the best friends, or one of the best love interests, in my opinion.
Storm from the X-Men, May from My Neighbor Totoro, Princess Mononoke, Dot from Animaniacs, Amelie, and Clementine from Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
My favorite female video game protagonist is Chris from Pokemon Crystal.
There are a lot of very cool female characters across games, anime, and TV shows, and I could list dozens and dozens of badass, physically capable females, but I wanted to highlight Miss Kobayashi from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, just because she is so normal and average, but also just a very cool person. She's just a hardworking adult with some quirks, and I relate to that.
The first would be Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII. Her cold yet strong demeanor made her an instant favorite for me. But throughout the trilogy, she evolves from this stoic badass to a hero who can show their vulnerabilities while retaining their take shit from no one attitude.
You know what I am, and you know what I want.
My other favorite would be Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec is one of my all-time favorite shows, and Leslie Knope is the pinnacle of showing how hard work, determination, and perseverance can lead to success despite all odds being stacked against you.
You know my code. Hose before bros. Uteruses before deuteruses. Got it. Ovaries before brovaries.
You could be an Avenger.
Oh, I'm not a superhero.
that is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans for some reason.
Worst trope for women in movies is the falling down, especially romantic comedies. Don't like that. Don't fall down all the time. Also, definitely not cute. When it hurts if you fall down. I don't understand why that's an endearing thing. Like, oh, it's good. No, it's gross.
A variation on the strong female character where like their only character trait is that they're very strong and competent. It's like, we could be flawed. It's okay. Let us crack a joke, you know?
Oh, Jesus Christmas. Now you're gonna say that you want to kill me to set an example. Christ, you're boring.
So when there is the token woman or just the one character in this space to serve as representation for all womankind, it is such a damaging thing. I remember as a child feeling like if I were into games, I could be the only girl in the group, because if there was another girl, my position was threatened. And instead of seeing that other girl as being, potentially my new best friend.
Ella, Frau, you are not like other girls.
You have no idea.
I carried that into adulthood, and it wasn't until I got into spaces where there were more women that I was able to loosen up, and instead of being pitted against each other for liking the same things, we actually got to just enjoy them together.
I'm a damsel. I'm in distress. I can handle this. Have a nice day.
My least favorite trope for women, especially Asian women, it's definitely the whole needing to be saved when they don't need to be saved, and then they realize at the end, oh, I did need to be saved. It's very frustrating. It also feeds into this stereotype that women are submissive, especially Asian women, and it's definitely one of those things that gets a little frustrating to see from time to time.
The first one I just learned is actually called fridging, and it's when they introduce a female character just to kill her, to motivate the usually male protagonist, and that is so boring. Come up with some different motivators. And something that bothers me maybe even more is when they represent a woman as a nag, and actually she is totally right and justified, and the male counterparts are just not thinking it through. What the heck? Skylar was justified. Come at me.
Some things are worth fighting for.
My favorite female game developer has to be Amy Hennig, who has undoubtedly established herself as a pillar in the industry. I mean, you talk about her work and no one questions her abilities and only ever looks forward to her next projects with so much interest and positivity. I can only hope to get to her level someday. In my free time, I powerlift, and my favorite female athlete is Steffi Cohen. Her best powerlifting total from 2018 was 1,157.4 pounds, with her best deadlift being 529 pounds at 119-pound body weight, which is incredible.
My favorite female director is Alice Guy Blash. She's one of the first directors ever. She is responsible for so much of what goes into film and film production and how we have organized everything. And she never gets the credit that she deserves. She's first person to really direct a narrative film and start playing with the medium as a storytelling device.
Oh, one of my favorite female directed movies of all time has got to be American Psycho.
The whole album has a clear, crisp sound and a new sheen of consummate professionalism that really gives the songs a big boost.
Directed by Mary Harron, it's this really great dissection of capitalism and masculinity and conformity and all of these things, and also insane. So what more could you ask for in a film?
My favorite female game dev is Ryoko Kodama, who just passed away in 2022. She was one of the main artists behind Phantasy Star, and then she was later a director as well. She also worked on Skies of Arcadia. She was known as the first lady of RPGs, and she had a real reputation for creating these whimsical, wonderful stories with really strong female protagonists and great notable art. She worked on so many Sega games over the years.
As for my favorite director right now, I gotta go with Gina Prince Bythewood. Be sure to check out The Woman King immediately. And these are just some of the many amazing badass femmes and thems who keep IGN running on the day-to-day. Keep your eyes on our social channels to meet even more of IGN's incredible leading ladies in the coming days. And for everything else, stick with IGN.